In this video, you'll learn how to solve some problems in exponential and logarithmic forms. Let's recall that a logarithm of a number is the exponent by which another fixed value, the base, must be raised to produce the number. And also, you can convert an exponential equation to its logarithmic form and vice versa. Now, how do we convert an exponential equation to its logarithmic form? To convert an exponential equation to the logarithmic form or to its logarithmic form, the general rule is this. Let's say, for example, we're given b to the x equals y, then the logarithm of y to the base b equals x. So in simpler terms, the base here, the base of the exponential expression, which is b, becomes the base of the logarithm here. And the result y of the exponential equation becomes the argument of the logarithm, while the exponent of the exponential equation is the result of the logarithm. Now let's solve some problems. Which equation represents the solution for x in the formula 6 to the x equals 21? Now to solve this, to solve for the value of x here, we can either take the logarithm of both sides of the equation, or we use the power rule of logarithm. I meant we convert this first to its logarithmic form, because this one is an exponential form. Now let's just take the logarithm of both sides of the equation. So this would become logarithm of 6 to the x equals the logarithm of 21. Now for this expression, a logarithmic expression on the left, we can use the power rule of logarithms, which states that the logarithm of a number raised to a power is equal to the exponent multiplied by the logarithm of the base. Therefore, logarithm of 6 to the x can be written as x logarithm of 6 equals logarithm of 21. And then we divide both sides by logarithm of 6. This cancels out. Now we have the value of x, which is the logarithm of 21 over logarithm of 6. Therefore, the answer here is letter B. What is the value of logarithm of square root of 10? So in this case, we're given a logarithm. Take note that the logarithm here is written without a base explicitly stated. Therefore, the base is considered to be the standard base for common logarithm, which is 10. So this is just logarithm of square root of 10 to the base 10. And then we can write square root of 10 to as 10 to the power of 1/2. So we can write this as the logarithm of 10 to the power of 1/2 to the base 10, and then we can apply the power rule. So this would become 1/2 logarithm of 10 to the base 10. And note that logarithm of 10 to the base 10 is just equal to 1. This is because 10 raised to the power of 1 equals 10. Therefore, this one is equal to 1. Then we have 1/2 times 1. Therefore, the logarithm of square root of 10 is just equal to 1/2. So the answer here is letter B. 3 3 to the power of logarithm of 7 to the base 3 is equal to x. What is the value of? Take note here that these are inverses. We're given here an exponential function with base 3 and the logarithmic function with base 3. And therefore, they are just inverses of each other. So they essentially cancel each other out when applied in succession. So leaving the argument here of the logarithm, which is 7, as the result. Therefore, x here is equal to 7. So the answer here is letter A. If a logarithm of 80 to the base 2x equals 2, what is the value of x? So we're given this logarithmic equation here. Logarithm of 80 to the base 2x equals 2. And then we need to solve for the value of x. Now to solve for x here, we can rewrite this logarithmic equation in its exponential form. The base here is 2x, so that would be the base of our exponential equation. And then the result would become the exponent. And the argument, which is 80, that would be the result of the exponential equation. So this is equal to 80. Let's simplify this first. 2x squared. 2x squared, that is just 4x squared equals 80. And we divide both sides by 4. Then we have x squared equals 20. And we get the square root of both sides. So x here is just equal to plus minus square root of 20. And we can split 20 by its factors. So this would be plus minus square root of factors of 20. We can write this as 4 times 5. And 4 is a perfect square. So this would be x equals plus minus square root of 4 is 2. Then we're left with 5 as our radicand. Therefore, the value of x here is plus minus 2 square root of 5. So let's take a look at the choices here. We only have positive 2 square root of 5. Therefore, the answer here is letter B.